Welcome to the Gscaffa podcast, where we mainly talk sports and music, but we talk about other things too. I'm your host, Gscaffa, and this podcast is brought to you by C-Maga Creative Group. Again, welcome to the Gscaffa podcast. I'm your host, Gscaffa. Today's topics, we're going to be talking about the Hall of Fame basketball class 2021, which featured Kobe, Tim Duncan, KG, believe Chris Webber, Paul Pierce, a couple other people as well. And we're also going to talk about the play-in games before the playoffs, which is a little weird. Not sure how I feel about it yet, but it is what it is. And we have an audience question, so we're going to get to that too. And this is the first episode, first of many, aka the introduction video. So yeah, this podcast, I'm bringing it to you guys. I just want to talk sports, music, sprinkle other little entertainment in there as well. So yeah, this is what Gscaffa's podcast is going to be. Jumping right into it. I'm just going to speak on the three. We got Kobe, Tim Duncan, and KG. I believe Chris Webber, Paul Pierce. I think they're adding a second part to this. I'm not sure. Somebody can let me know in the comments or something like that. But I feel like these three are definitely deserving of it. When I look at these three, this is what I think of about Hall of Fame careers. Titles, all defensive teams, all NBA teams, that type of stuff I just feel like is what it takes to be a legend. Everybody thinks, or everybody uses that word loosely, legend, and, this person's a legend, this person's a legend. Some of those people are legends that they're talking about, but I feel like legend has to come with time. You have to go through stuff and see the progression and progress and let people see your progression as well so they can see the ups and downs and everything. That is what makes you a legend in my eyes. That's just coming from me. So, of course, we got KG. I think that was a pretty good one. I like KG. Kind of grew up off of KG. Intensity, gonna be unmatched. Just the will to win. Just everything. I think KG is one of the best power forwards, in my opinion, of all time. Along with Tim Duncan, too. I might give Tim Duncan the slight edge. 5 chips, 3 times final MVPs. Tough to beat that. Honestly, it's really tough to beat that. But these are probably two of my favorite power forwards, I would say, of all time. I would definitely say that. And if I was to elaborate on it, basically, they're kind of two different players. One's up in your face, one's more laid back, but they're both there to win. I like certain days I might be, anybody who played basketball with me, they'll know certain days is trash talking day. Certain days is just letting the game speak. Those are two people that, pretty much to me, define the game of basketball. There's other players, but we're talking about power forwards right now. That 4 position just banging, fundamentals, good moves, good leaders, so those, and that's the era that I was watching basketball. So, the era I grew up watching basketball. So, those are the players that was making a name. Those are the players that I remember. So, for me, it's kind of like a no-brainer, really. And the last on the list we have is Kobe Bryant. I mean, everybody pretty much already said it all. I don't know what's left to be said. It's Kobe. Just, again, the will to win, Mamba mentality, leave it all on the court. give your all, take no BS, just a complete competitor. You know what I'm saying? And not just on the court, anything you do. That's the legacy he left behind in my eye. That I see when I think about Kobe. Just whatever you do, just do it with 110% and try to be the best. Nothing less than that. But with all that being said, R.I.P. to the Mamba. Congratulations to all them. And we're going to jump right into the next topic. These NBA playoff play-in games. Yeah. I don't even know where to start. How do I feel about it? I don't know. I look at it like, I think it's cool. I think it's alright. I mean, it gives other teams chances, I guess. First, let me explain how it works, I guess. So I'm about to read it off this paper. I guess the 7th and 8th seed play against each other, and then the winner of that gets the 7th seed, and then the 8th seed plays the winner of the 9th and 10th seed game. So basically the 7 and 8 seed, if they play, they got to win one game, and then the 9 and 10, they got to win two to get into the playoffs. Yeah, it's different, but I think it'll bring some excitement, to the game and to the playoffs. And it's just different. Everything evolves. You know what I'm saying? So kind of reminds me of like AAU or a tournament that we used to play in when we were younger. So I mean, I think it can get pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. But first game, I believe, is May 18th. So this video should be out probably the day that it drops. I mean, the day that this video drops, the game will be playing that day. So I guess we'll just see how it goes, how it plays out. I think it'll be interesting though, to say the least. Honestly, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, jumping into audience question. This segment is gonna be where you guys, leave a question in the comment section. It could be anything. It doesn't matter. Sports, music, whatever. It doesn't matter. This one is actually a two-part question. Or it's two questions. So, who do you think is going to win the NBA title? And then who do I want to win? Okay. I guess who I think will win if they're healthy is Brooklyn. They got a solid team over there, and they got 3 weapons that's just hard to stop. I seen Gilbert Arenas says like they're 3 isolation players, so it's like it's kind of hard to stop that. 1, and then 2, there's not too much preparation for that. You know what I'm saying? But the downside is if one of those players just, kind of get in a selfish bag or play to the crowd or just try to prove a point or basically hero ball. You know what I'm saying? Trying to win the game But each of them, that's tough. All of them healthy, each of them can go for 50 if they wanted to. If they really wanted to. Imagine all 3 of them scoring 50. That'd be crazy. So I guess to answer that question, I think Brooklyn will win if they're healthy. If they're not healthy, I'm not sure. I think it's up for grabs, honestly. I'm not sure. And the other one was, who do you want to win? I mean, if I had to choose a biased answer, I'm going to say LeBron. That's my guy right now. My all-time favorite is AI, but LeBron, that's my guy right now. So I guess I would have to say LeBron. I like to see him, get as many rings as he could until he leaves. That's my biased answer though. But like my underrated underdog, I'd say Portland. I feel like Dame, deserves one, and I want Melo to have one under his belt. That's legend in my book. And people try to sleep on Melo, but He caught his second win, top 10 scoring all time. I think my boy deserves one, honestly. So I would have to say who I think is gonna win. Brooklyn. Who do I want to win? My biased answer, LeBron. Underdog answer, Portland. Dame Melo. Yes, I would have to say that. But playoffs is starting after these games. We are gonna see. We are going to see. Yes. We got no choice. But this is pretty much gonna wrap this up. First podcast, first episode, the introduction. It's pretty much what it's gonna be. Sports, music, sprinkle a little other entertainment, So just bear with me, I'm new to this podcast thing. I'm getting to it. Oh, before I forget, I messed that up. We are doing artist spotlight, at the end of every episode. We might move it to the beginning, I'm not sure. But the first spotlight artist is my boy Ty Bigger Burst. That's my brother from another. He got the new EP project out, Flowetry, 5 bangers. Definitely go check that out. It's streaming on all platforms. That's Ty Bigger Burst Flowetry. Make sure y'all go check that out. And I'm signing off. It's your host, Gscaffa. Thank you for tuning in to the Gscaffa podcast. Hopefully you tune in. Thank you. Ska.